Grab Publishing presents an abridged audio edition of the Happiness Hunter's Guide to Meditation, how to connect with your most powerful resource to eliminate stress and anxiety while increasing energy and focus. Written and read by Fiona Reading. We acknowledge the traditional owners of the Boon Wurrung and Woi Wurrung nations where we recorded this audio story. We humbly give thanks to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples who have been telling stories since time immemorial. This book is dedicated to Ariston and Vivian, my two little sparks of inspiration for change and to keep going. My mum Helen and my dad Michael. I can do what I do because of you. Chris Rain for Hello Sunday Morning and everyone at HSM with me in the trenches through those early days. Dora Altintis for helping make the book a reality. And this book is also for Dr. Assam Kadamani for everything. The Happiness Intention. May this be a space for connection to our heart, for unconditional love, happiness, kindness, acceptance, forgiveness, compassion and peace, for ourselves, each other, and for the world. About the author. My journey into business has been a pretty interesting road in many ways, and there were many points in which it would have made much more sense logically to just go and get a real job. Yet it was an unshakable faith and trust in the path which I had chosen that kept me metaphorically and literally putting one foot in front of the other. My faith in this mission and purpose has and continues to be rewarded. My coaching and healing business helps people change their lives through programs, retreats and workshops, catering to clients both locally and internationally. If you'd like to continue listening after this audiobook, I also host a podcast called the Happiness Hunters Podcast, which is available through all of the podcasting platforms. This book and the upcoming book, It Is Possible, have come to fruition from repeated requests to learn more about my journey and process of turning my life around, including the question I am most commonly asked. If there was one thing I could do to change my life, the one thing that would make the biggest impact, what would it be? My answer is always the same: meditate. Meditation helps us to follow our hearts while still using our smarts. That is the simple secret of happiness. Whatever you are doing, don't let past move your mind. Don't let future disturb you. Because the past is no more and the future is not yet. To live in the memories, to live in the imagination, is to live in the non-existential. And when you are living in the non-existential, you are missing that which is existential. Naturally, you will be miserable because you will miss your whole life. Osho. My story. January 21st, 2013. Anybody who has read my work, worked with me or heard me speak will know the significance of this date. It was the day I decided to stop drinking. You see, for me, a glass of wine had long passed its social status and I had developed a problem with keeping it in moderation. Drinking alcohol had been a considerable part of my identity for all of my adult life, and increasingly it had become my only way of coping with what I thought my life had become. Problem drinking does not discriminate, and it certainly did not with me. Not by age, gender or income, and certainly not by relationship or parental status, and as I have discovered over the years, I know my experience of this is not unique. A bottle of wine a day, and counting, had become my normal, and my first drink was getting earlier and earlier each day. It had always been a little bit like this for me, but somehow I'd been able to function at a pretty high level and achieve things in my life. But it was like the wheels were really starting to fall off and the hangovers were getting worse and a real sense of fear and desperation was starting to pervade my life. This was not how it was meant to be. My children were tiny. I felt like I wasn't mothering properly. I was overweight, unfit, unhealthy, unhappy in my relationship, and I had completely lost my confidence.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?